You are listening to the Berkeley Internet Radio Network. I'm Andrew Sharon, and this is The Comfort Zone, and tonight we're talking about women in jazz music, and I have a special guest with me here. Her name is Kata Kozma, and we played a little bit of her music before. She's a very talented jazz pianist and singer, and just now we were playing Carmen McRae.
Yeah, that's right. We were playing End of a Beautiful Friendship, and it's a live recording with Dizzy Gillespie. And Carmen McRae was playing the piano and singing.
So what's next on the playlist?
Well, before we go on, I just wanted to...
Sure. Kim Burrell.
Yeah, just a little bit about Kim.
Wow.
She really is one of the greatest gospel artists in the world. And what I think is really important to know is that she sang at a concert where, I think it was a concert where other artists honored Whitney Houston. And so Whitney Houston, when Kim Burrell came out and started to sing, Whitney Houston got up, went in front of the stage, like right where the stage is. She stood up and started to do these crazy movements and kind of worship Kim Burrell. Like, seriously, it was ridiculous. And throughout the whole song, she was...
the bows.
Everything that you can possibly imagine. I mean, it's not really weird in Whitney's case, I guess, but still, it's really, it's incredible that someone inspires Whitney Houston that much. And it turns out that Kim Burrell is one of the greatest influences of Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey, and those two are some of the greatest singers, vocalists in the entire world. So you can only imagine how much Kim Burrell has impacted other world-renowned female and not just female, any artist. Actually, Herbie Hancock or Chick Corea listen to Kim Burrell. Did you know that?
Nope. But if it's good enough for Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Chick Corea, and Herbie Hancock, it's good enough for everyone else in the world.
Yes. And what's really interesting about her also is that she vocalizes in a way that she basically reharmonizes on the spot with her voice. So if you're not a genius keyboard player, you will not be able to follow her. And I don't know if you heard, you probably didn't really hear it on the recordings that we were playing because those were more like, I guess, like straight ahead jazz gospel recordings. But when she preaches and sings, she she always has a brilliant keyboard player with her, and it's really, really, I think it's really scary to watch how amazingly imagine harmonizing and like reharmonizing on the spot while you're singing without actually caring about the keyboard player. You're leading. So she's the ultimate leader. She's out of control. She's amazing. And she's worked with a lot of other artists, George Clinton, and she's also
Parliament Funkadelic. Mr. Parliament Funkadelic himself.
Yeah, and it's called Mathematics of Love, actually. The track that they collaborated on. Right. And please check out Kim Burrell. She's still pretty young, actually. She's only like 37 years old, so she's pretty young, but she certainly doesn't sound young. And I'm sure you'll love her. She's a true artist, and actually her album called Live, I think, I forgot the album's title, but it was nominated for a Grammy Award or more.
In which category?
Gospel album.
Okay, cool.
I think, I'm not entirely sure, but it's brilliant, and she's collaborated with just about everyone in the gospel industry and a lot of jazz artists too. So please check her out. And
Kim Burrell.
Carmen McRae. Carmen McRae, she was a no, actually, wait. Carmen McRae, I'm sorry. Carmen McRae was, when was she born? Wait. She was born in 1920. That's right. And she died at 1994. And she's from Harlem, New York. She was a brilliant singer, piano player, arranger too. She collaborated with Betty Carter. She was heavily influenced by Thelonious Monk and other great jazz artists.
And therefore by... Who was Thelonious Monk's teacher? Was it Shirley?
Oh, Mary Lou Williams.
Mary Lou Williams, right.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So in turn, we're trying to come full circle here.
Interrelated.
With our women in jazz.
Exactly. And she was also very inspired by Billie Holiday. They were good friends, and I think I read somewhere that she didn't have one show where she didn't dedicate at least one song to Billie Holiday. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what they say. And she was well known for her kind of behind the beat phrasing and huge emphasis on lyrics and a unique monkish interpretation of jazz standards. So I hope you liked what you just heard with Carmen McRae and Dizzy Gillespie, and definitely check more of her stuff out because she's incredible, both at piano and voice. And you can feel that she's an actress, while she's performing. She's very theatrical and very right in your face, So that definitely shows in her music and everything she's done or she did. So I hope you liked her. And the next song that we're going to play is by Terling Carrington, who is an extraordinary jazz drummer and composer and arranger.
And a professor here at Berklee.
And definitely a professor here at Berklee College of Music. And she has played just about everyone in the jazz industry. She's still very young, and she's played with Herbie Hancock. Most importantly, she toured with both electric and acoustic bands, right? And I just had the wonderful opportunity to work with her actually in Washington, D.C.
For the Mary Lou Williams benefit.
Exactly, she was mentoring us, and it was amazing to work with her. And I've been listening to her music since I was a kid, actually, and heard many recordings and compositions of hers, and I really, really respect everything she does, and not only musically, but just in general, like mentoring other people and mentoring up and coming jazz artists, young jazz artists and drummers. So she's definitely one great influence and inspiration. So this next song that we're going to play is called Giggles. And actually I got that from the Berklee Library. It's really interesting because there's a book about women in jazz. It's called Jazz Women, and they included this little CD. And I think that CD featured at least one track by all the artists that were featured in the book. And one of these recordings is the recording that I'm gonna show to you, and I hope you enjoy it. It's off of Terling Carrington's album Jazz is a Spirit, I believe so. And I'll correct myself later if it's not true, but meanwhile, enjoy it.